Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games currently on sale. Now just before we jump into today's deals, I want to say I'm super glad to be back, and I really want to thank everyone for the awesome supportive comments you dropped last week. It was really appreciated during a somewhat harder time for the family. Now, just as usual, a quick reminder for anyone who might be new here to the channel. About halfway through the video, I'll be giving away a $10 eShop gift card. If you want to participate in those giveaways in future videos, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, drop a comment down below, and then check out the next eShop Deals video to see if you won. Now with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into today's deals, and just remember to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already and hit that like button. Now, our first great deal for today is going to be on a brand new entry to the series, and that is Forgotton Anne. That is now 80% off, only $3.99, and will be running till July 14th. Now, the basic gameplay here for this game is that of a puzzle platformer. However, this is definitely not a game centered around the gameplay, rather trying to offer you a cinematic experience, something along the lines of the Telltale series. And the definite biggest appeal here is going to be the absolutely beautiful anime-like art style. The story is also offering a really interesting narrative and a touching, heartfelt story to unfold. The only downside here is that if you are into the puzzle platforming aspect of the gameplay, unfortunately I found a lot of the puzzles on the simpler side. Not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're an experienced puzzle platformer looking for a challenge, this will most likely not be your best pickup. However, this is still an amazing pickup in my opinion, especially right now at 80% off for only $3.99. And to round it all off, there's even a free downloadable demo on the eShop if you want to try it out for yourself first. Now next on our list of great deals for today, we have The Witcher 3, the complete edition that is back to 50% off, $29.99. However, you will have to move quickly. This one is ending on July 7th. Now, I'm really not sure at this point if this game really needs an introduction, but it is basically a third-person action RPG, where you are playing a Witcher, which is a magic-infused monster hunter with amazing combat abilities. Now, to make things simple, the Witcher series, and more specifically The Witcher 3, is still today among one of the best action RPGs on any system. And although the Nintendo Switch version is far from the most visually appealing version of the game, it still runs decently on the system, especially in handheld mode. And especially this being an absolutely immense game that you can sink hundreds of hours into, especially the complete edition that has all the DLC included. Having access to playing this in handheld mode was definitely a godsend. Now also, as a side note, if ever you're really unsure about picking up this game, you also have the base version available right now for $19.99, which can be nonetheless an awesome starting point, and you can always pick up the DLC later on. It might come out a little bit more expensive to buy it separately, but if you're on the fence about the game, it's nonetheless a great way to try it out. Now, our next amazing game for today is going to be Phantasy. That's also at a brand new low of 65% off, only $13.99. However, once again, you'll have to move quickly on this one. It's ending on July 6th. Now, this game is basically a 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, or more specifically in this case, what some people refer to as a cute-'em-up, due to its cutesy, anime-inspired graphic style. And you start your adventure playing as a witch named Cotton, who basically has a very problematic addiction to candy. And she picks up said candy by blasting her way through enemies in each and every level. Now, outside of the remake of the first entry of the series, Cotton Reboot, this is pretty much my favorite entry of the whole series, and is pretty much a brand new original entry that came out last year. What's really great about this entry as well is there is a ton of different playable characters, each with a very different playstyle, offering a ton of replayability for this game. You also have some nice alternate levels to unlock, all this brought together with some really nice level designs and gameplay that's really easy to get into for newcomers in the genre, yet definitely becomes challenging towards the end of the game. Now once again, on a side note, I do also want to mention that Cotton 100% is only $2.99 right now, and although definitely not as visually appealing, it's another solid entry in the Cotton series, especially at this brand new budget price. So if ever you're waiting for a huge discount on that game as well, it can be another nice, amazing pickup for this week. Now it's time to take a quick break and announce the winner of today's $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Sir Smiley, who said, "Dang, this is a great list of games." Well, thank you so much for the compliment, Sir Smiley, and thank you for your continued support in almost each and every video. Now, all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump straight back into the deals, we've got another great game collection hitting a brand new low, and that is the Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series, now 55% off, $17.99, and this one running till July 10th. So this is a game collection packing together the remaster of two 3D action platformers, both Klonoa and Klonoa 2. And if you've never played the Klonoa series before, I do want to mention that although technically these are 3D platformers, they more feel like 2.5D platformers, with most of the levels playing out more in a side-scrolling format. Now, I've got to say, both these games have some really great level designs and some really fun gameplay, and it's nice to see them remastered with graphics that really stand up to modern design. They've also added in a couple of quality of life upgrades here, like adjustable difficulty settings, really making the games much more accessible for first-time players. Now, although I had a ton of fun playing this game when it first released, I've got to be honest, the only thing I found is that it was a little bit pricey at $40 for both these retro-styled games. But that's why today is a great time to be picking up this collection, because right now at 55% off, only $17.99, it really becomes some great value. And the best news of all is yet again for today, this is another game featuring a free downloadable demo on the Nintendo Switch eShop, so you can always try it out before picking it up. Now our next game for today is going to be my pick of the week, and that is Wavetale. That's also at a brand new low of 40% off, $17.99. This one, however, is running all the way till July 20th. Now this game is another 3D action platformer. However, this time it's definitely what I would call a true 3D platformer. Now this is a game that came out at the tail end of last year, and to be totally honest, I missed it upon release. I just tried it last week and it really blew me away. It has some amazing cel-shaded visuals, a really good soundtrack, and a movement system that is extremely addictive. The combat, however, is slightly on the simpler side, but the level designs and that movement system definitely make up for it. The other highlights of the gameplay here is definitely the awesome exploration as you dance among the waves, and a great heartwarming storyline that once again is a joy to unfold. In reality, the only major downside I found to this game is it is fairly short, making the $29.99 full price feel a little high. But once again, at today's price of 40% off, $17.99, it becomes an easy pickup for any fans of 3D action platforming. Now our next game is going to be Deemo, that is yet again at a brand new low of 60% off, $11.99, and this one running till July 13th. Now the majority of the gameplay here is that of a rhythm-based game that most likely will remind you of something like Guitar Hero. However, it is mixed in with some slight exploration in a point-and-click fashion. And it's actually all tied together here with a really interesting storyline, something quite unique for a rhythm-based game like this. And once again for today, the storyline here is a very emotional and even almost heartbreaking one, centered around two unlikely friends that really bond together through music and trying to get one of them home. I've already said this a couple of times, normally I'm not really all that into rhythm games. So it really does take something special from this genre to manage to hook me. And Deemo definitely did that, with a great storyline backed up with an awesome art style and some fantastic music. But yet again for today, the best news of all is that if you want to try it out for yourself before picking it up, this game has yet again a free downloadable demo on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Now it's time for today's sizzle reel of deals with some more amazing games to check out for this week. So we're at the end of today's eShop deals video, and I really want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave me down below in the comments what games you're picking up for this week. Also, I really want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated, and if ever you want to join their ranks, you can click the join button just down below. But don't forget, on the way out, one of the best ways to help out the channel is to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.